Are you back? Did you notice that there were some shapes in there that we didn't talk about? We did talk about the cone. We talked about the cylinder. We talked about the cube. We talked about the sphere. But we did not talk about these things right here. Or this thing right here. Did you find some things that looked like this in your shape bucket? You probably did. Now, in the very first video, we talked about what this shape was. Do any of you remember? Go ahead, tell your partner if you do. Did you say the rectangular prism? Oh my goodness, you are right. It is a rectangular prism. Sometimes we call them a box or blocks, but the scientific, mathematical name for this is a rectangular prism. What do you notice about the sides of this shape? Go ahead, tell your partner. Do you see a flat side? It's a rectangle. Yep, it's a rectangle. I heard you say that. And another rectangle. And another rectangle. And another rectangle. Look at each of the sides. There are rectangles all around. Let's look at this one right here. Here's another one. You know, when I went on that scavenger hunt, I found out I have a lot of rectangular prisms in my house. Here's another one. It's a little bit bigger. There's a side. And there's one. Now, sometimes the sides might even be square. But that's okay, because remember, a square is just a special rectangle. I even found this great big one. Look at here. Oh, look at this. A big rectangular prism. Look at that. There is a square. Each of these sides we call faces. Not like this face. This is face. This is a face. This is a face. Oh, this is a face. Down here is a face. It has a lot of faces, and all of the faces are rectangles. See that word up there? That word right there? That word is vertices. Can you say that? Go ahead, say it. Say it one more time. I didn't hear you. Vertices. Does anybody remember what a vertices is? Did you say that it's a corner? If you said that it's a corner, you're right. This is a vertices. This is a vertices. Vertices. What's this, though? You're right. It's a vertices. So rectangular prisms have pointed vertices and flat faces. I want you and your partner right now to each grab one of your shapes that is a rectangular prism. You do that while I put this down. Hurry up, just go ahead and grab it. I'm going to grab one that's just a little bit lighter. All right, let's see. Let's just see what we can discover about these rectangular prisms. Do you have yours in your hand? I have mine. All right, so let's see. Can we count how many flat faces are on a rectangular prism? Go ahead. You and your partner count, and I'll do the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you counting? 6. How many did you come up with? Show me on your fingers. Did you come up with 6? You should have come up with 6 flat faces. If you don't have 6 flat faces, it's not a rectangular prism. It's something else. So 6 flat faces and vertices that are pointed. That's what makes a rectangular prism. Those are the attributes. It needs to have 6 flat faces and how many corners, I wonder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pointed vertices. Do you think a rectangular prism can stack? try this. If I put one right here, then I put another one here, did they stack? If I lay it like this, can they stack? Try to stack yours. I'm going to stack mine. Whoa! I would say that it can stack. Can a rectangular prism roll? Oh, that's not called rolling. I would say no. A rectangular prism cannot roll. Go ahead, try to roll your rectangular prism. Do you think the rectangular prism can slide? Yep, mine slid right off the table. Go ahead and see if you can get yours to slide. Why do you think that a rectangular prism can stack and slide, but it can't roll? Did you say because it doesn't have any curvy sides? Only things that have a curvy side, like a sphere or a cylinder, can roll. A rectangular prism only has flat sides and pointy corners, so it can stack and it can slide, but it cannot roll. Watch, it just kind of gets stuck. Do you think that it matters what color the rectangular prism is? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's big or if it's little. They still do the same things. Do you think that it matters how big they are? No. You heard me say that earlier. It doesn't matter how big they are. As long as it's a rectangular prism, it can slide, it can stack, it has pointy vertices, it has 6 flat faces. Then it's called a rectangular prism.